This is your nervous system. And a couple of days ago, I got this comment on my video. So this video and the next two videos are going to go through a bit more in depth around the nervous system, breathing, and how your thinking all interrelates. So to begin with, this is known as your phylogenetic nervous system. It was introduced to me by the guys at Strong Fit at the time, a guy called Julian Pinau, another guy called Richard Aceves. I then went and did a bit more research and followed people like Magdalena Weinstein and did a bit of learning through Stephen Porges and polyvagal theory. And in short, this left side here is known as your parasympathetic system, and this side here is known as your sympathetic system. All that really means is that this is kind of like rest and digest is how it's commonly known, whereas here is known as fight and flight. Not as simple as that though. By far the best way I learned to understand our nervous system is this axis speaks to both toward and away, and still is in stillness and movement. And so when we move towards something, moving towards is commonly known as fight. When we move away from something, it's commonly known as flight. When we have stillness away, it's commonly known as freeze. When we have stillness towards, it's commonly known as I put friend. Some people put flow. Really, this is called the social engagement space because you feel safe enough to be able to engage with the people around you. It's so important to know that when it comes to your nervous system, there are no bad parts. Although we have social engagement here, we have moving towards a fight here, we have things like anxiousness here, and we have things like sleep here. All parts of your nervous system are healthy. The question we have to ask ourselves is our response to the outside world contextually appropriate? If you're getting anxious based upon trying to choose the right oil at the supermarket, maybe that's not a contextually appropriate use of anxiousness. If you're getting anxious about walking down a dark alleyway in another country that you're in, holidaying, and the GPS says that that's a shortcut and you get a bit of anxiousness, that's probably a healthy use of anxiousness. It's like, nah, don't go down there. First things first, your nervous system is healthy. The way that we interpret threats, the way that we interpret our world, and the way that we breathe plays a key role. And I'm going to go through that in the next videos.